Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing What If Naruto Was a Prodigy Part 1. So, yeah, and keep in mind that I will do What If Naruto Was a Rinnegan once we break the like goal of 1,000 subscribers. So, yeah, for the time being, watch this video. It's going to be very entertaining for you guys. So, yeah, I have it all scripted. I'm not the one who scripted it. I don't want to disclose the credentials of the person who scripted it because they did not want any credit for it. So, yeah. Naruto will not become a prodigy from reading books, but it's actually from the villagers hating so much. His hatred back at them gave him a drive to train at a young age and put in the hard work. Just like Lee, he heard of an academy student named Rock Lee, so he decided to pay him a visit and asked, "Hello, my name is Naruto Uzumaki, and I was wondering if you could teach me how to do taijutsu better." Lee was impressed, and he wanted to teach Naruto how to get better at hand-to-hand combat, and he thought that Guy-sensei would be proud of him for teaching someone else to get stronger. Lee made Naruto do many things to get shredded, and he made him do 500 laps whenever he messed up, and started beating him up when he did small little mistakes, to make Naruto more disciplined in this timeline. And Naruto and Lee would spar daily, and they would both get stronger from this. Naruto kept in touch with Lee and sparred with him every day. Lee taught Naruto everything he knows, so Naruto is not as good as Lee in taijutsu, but he can keep up with him until the second gate. Other than that, he won't be able to, and his body cannot handle the second gate because he didn't go through the rigorous training that Might Guy put him through. Although Naruto was training with Rock Lee every day, sparring daily, he still needed to get stronger with the other aspects, that being ninjutsu and genjutsu. So Naruto would learn ninjutsu. Naruto couldn't seem to get the handle with the clone jutsu, so he practiced every day and still not able to master it. So he started to meditate under a tree to get a grasp of his chakra. So instead of mastering the clone jutsu, he mastered the shadow clone jutsu, and he found a way to actually make it even stronger. So he discovered that when you poof a shadow clone, it turns into smoke. So he got the idea of exploding the shadow clone, creating devastating craters. Additionally, when Rock Lee was on missions, he sparred with the shadow clones so he can find his own strengths and weaknesses. This makes Naruto to be able to keep up with Rock Lee at the third gate in taijutsu. Now for genjutsu, he goes to Kurenai, and she discovers that he has something that blocks his chakra, which makes him not be able to do genjutsu. So she makes him go into his consciousness and loosen up his chakra seal, so his control is not all messed up. And so he's transported to a lake and saw a fox creature with 9 tails. Naruto wailed out of there and was sweating like crazy, and he told Kurenai that he would do genjutsu after academy. When Naruto attends the ninja academy, he is greeted by Iruka. "Class, we have a new student, and he is Naruto Uzumaki." Naruto said hi to everyone, and people treated him no different than anyone else, like a new student, because they thought he had a rough life and nobody knew who he was, and they didn't know he was the 9 tails. Naruto takes a seat next to Sasuke, as it was the only open one. All the girls were too approached to afraid Sasuke, as he has a cold demeanor that day, and because the Uchiha clan just got killed. When Naruto sat next to Sasuke, and when he saw his eyes, they were just like the 9 tails, but not as hateful. Sasuke glanced at Naruto for a sec, and then just went back to what he was doing normally. In the middle of the class, Naruto whispered to Sasuke, "You look just like Itachi. Has anyone told you that before?" Sasuke glares at Naruto with all of his hatred. "I'm nothing like Itachi." "You're right. For this world, you do not have enough hatred. You must despise this entire world to hate your entire clan. But then again, it's not like he wanted to do it. I saw Itachi telling Shisui something before he died." You see, one day when I was training by the riverside near the Uchiha gates, I saw Itachi and Shisui looking at each other. They were pretty worried about something, and they always talked about the clan. And midway point, Shisui took out his eye, and I was honestly disgusted at first, but realized it was Uchiha tradition or something, I don't know. But then Itachi was genuinely shocked when Shishui was talking to him, and he didn't have any hatred in his eyes toward anyone. It was more of pain and sadness, is what I saw. "You're lying," Sasuke said. "Well, you get to decide if I'm lying or not, but I'm gonna tell you what I know. And you tell me, when you saw Itachi, did you see any doubt in his eyes?" When Sasuke heard this, he was in utter shock. Itachi, when he was killing the clan, he was crying. So, he did have doubts. Sasuke nodded and said, "Continue, what were they doing?" And basically, what happened, and Rock Lee wasn't there at the time, and Naruto was in utter shock in this timeline, because he didn't know much about the, Uchiha or anything like that. So, yeah, Naruto just kept on going about what was going on with the Uchiha, and he was talking about some problems, and he was talking about how Itachi was supposed to do some clan greatness. I don't know what, but I think Itachi, there was a reason why Itachi did that. Sasuke said, "Wait, Naruto," while the bell rang. "You and we're going to investigate this more further into." "Why should I do it? You're the person, this is your clan. I'm not supposed to help you with it. I just happen to be there. This is your job to find out what's going on with your clan. I just disclosed some information to you. That doesn't mean I have to help you with something that involves you and not me. As Naruto said, I want to get stronger. If that's what I get in return, then I would. But clearly, I wouldn't." From this point on, Sasuke hated Naruto because Naruto basically humiliated Sasuke, saying that he doesn't care what happens to his clan. And yeah, Sasuke thinks that Naruto is a very selfish person, so he starts to despise Naruto. But one day when he sees him training, he actually couldn't help but see what he was doing. He's a powerhouse, and Sasuke knew that he was much stronger than himself, but he wouldn't admit it. And Sasuke went into a deep depression because of this. Okay, so time for the introductions. Now, Sakura doesn't hate Naruto. Actually, she likes him a lot because Naruto was actually very talented in this timeline, and everybody seems to see that. And when the bell test comes around, yeah, they're both sat in the same team, and Sakura was actually kind of happy because of this, because she gets to sit with the two strongest people on the team. So basically, once things start, Kakashi comes and says, "Hello everyone, how about we introduce ourselves?" And Naruto gives his response of him becoming Hokage, and Sakura gives her stupid response, and Naruto says, "Well, you have no dreams for yourself," and Sasuke says, "I know, that's true." And Sasuke said that he wanted to see what happened with Itachi and his real clan, and not say he wants to avenge it. Kakashi was surprised, and he didn't say anything, but then they just moved on. Now it's time for the bell test. Everybody retreated, but Naruto stayed there, saying, "How about we do a high taijutsu hand-to-hand combat?" Kakashi was all for it, so Naruto rammed into Kakashi, and Kakashi was barely able to react to it, and said, "I think I need to open up my Sharingan."